For Bungie Day, the most common question I saw going into the day was, what do we get? Well, how about something I like to call jelly cake? What's going on, gamers? Yesterday was 7/7, and that means it was Bungie Day, so I want to cover that as well as a few other things that went around the Destiny communities. But before I can get into that, I have a few shoutouts to give. Now, my shoutouts is one way that I like to show appreciation back to the community of gamers that has gotten me this far. So I want to give shoutouts to Joshua Harden, Courtney Smith, Nightmare Bear, Hero Johnny, and William Reinhardt and Multiplex for also following me on Twitter. Now, that Gala Hornet at the beginning is actually a real cake. Now, it was created for Bungie by a bakery called The Frosted Cake. That's Samurai Deej going to go cut the cake right there. So really, the most common question that I did hear was, what do we get? Well, first off, Sony dropped their interview with Will Wheaton, who you may remember from Star Trek The Next Generation. Yeah, he was the young guy on that show. What was cool was all the discussion about the first concepts of Destiny that they talked about. Now, also on the tail end, they showed this wacky experience level if you were quick to catch it. Now, I'll leave a link in the description box so you can watch this, and I highly recommend it because it's some really intelligent conversation. There's also a year one video that, despite it being over 30 minutes long, only shows a small portion of Destiny's community. Now, I watched this and it was like seeing very small pockets of the year that I have lived in the Destiny community. Before today, the only way to have seen this was to go to E3. The only thing that was a little troublesome is there's actually no representation of any of the international non-English speaking content, and I'm telling you, there is a lot of it out there. But like I said, it's only a small pocket of the year. Now, you can find that video also in the description box. Now, to boot, Bungie is also going to hold a contest for some things that did not make it into the video. Now, they'll give details on how that will play out pretty soon. But, you know, those are videos. What do we get? Well, Sony dropped the special edition PS4 console, and damn, it's pretty. With white with gold accents. Yeah, if you've not gotten into the game on PS4, this is certainly the way to do it in style. But I know, this is something that you buy. What do I get? Well, Bungie.net is undergoing a facelift. Now, they're going to update the avatars, and there's some pretty good selection, so, you know, check that out. And they're going to add a new armory section so that you look at all the details of your guns, including rotatable 3D views. Now, yes, looking at No Land Beyond in this view is a priority for me. Now, you can easily find this site. Just click on any piece of gear on your characters. Now, the next thing is the Emblem of Triumph. The Lorena Prima emblem, which I believe is Italian for first degree, is just one more thing that you can have to separate yourself from the new people that will be coming into Destiny. But if you remember in my last video, I said this is something that you'll have to earn. Now, if you've beat the Vault of Glass on hard mode, you know, if you've done at least 50 public events, won 100 Crucible matches, you're most likely already going to get this. Now, if someone like myself, I know I will have easily cleared all of these challenges. Now, let me just check into my profile, and what the... I'm missing one gold chest, are you kidding me? Well, both you and I have time to finish all these tasks, and there is a timer, but you will have till September 9th to knock them all out. Now, speaking of knocking out, that's what we call a segue. Remember around last Christmas time when Lizard Squad knocked down both Sony and Microsoft, making it impossible to play anything? Well, they got a court ruling on one guy that admitted he was part of the Lizard Squad. Now, Finland convicted Julius Kivimaki of over 50,000 counts of cybercrime, including harassment, fraud, and data breaches. Now, here's the problem with this story. At 50,000 counts of cybercrime in the US, you are probably going to go to prison and won't be seen for a long time. In Finland, all those cybercrimes results in basically a 2-year suspended sentence. Now, if you ask me, that suspended sentence is way too light. But hey, I'm not the judge, I'm not the court system, and then maybe that's why they held the thing in Finland. But yeah, I said if you'd done something like that in the US, I'd imagine you just suffered much more stiffer penalties. Well guys, if you like this type of content, just hit the like button or leave a comment, or if you want to see more, just hit that subscribe button. But as always guys, have a good one.